What's up, guys? My name is Austin Black, and I'm here to show you what I take with me when I travel. I get a lot of comments like this one that says, "What lens, bro?" So I thought that I would make a full video showing you everything that I bring with me when I make my videos, when I travel, and here we go. Let's start with the bag. So I generally take this fossil leather bag with me. It's great to carry my laptop and a little bit of camera gear, and it really doesn't get in my way too much. I've got some pockets that I can put lenses in, pockets that I can put batteries in. This bag has a lot of pockets, which is really nice. So sometimes I don't bring that bag, and when I don't bring that bag, I'm using this North Face backpack that I've had for a long time. I've used it for school. I mean, I don't even know what the specs are on this bag, but it works pretty nicely as well. I prefer the leather bag when I'm traveling around. Generally, we take both of these, and these can both be personal items on an airplane, which is super nice because we don't have to worry about carry-ons. Sometimes we're flying like basic economy and we don't get carry-ons, so it's nice to have that. So next, probably what a lot of you are here to see, this is the camera I use, and this is the setup in which I generally use it. This is the Sony a7 Mark III with the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus with the dead cat on it. I will carry this, when we fly, I'll carry this in with me, just carry it the whole way, and I don't put it in a bag, I just carry it with me, nobody says anything. That works really great. The lens that I use is the 16-35 Zeiss. I love this lens. It is f4. Sony does make an f2.8 version, but I prefer the f4 because it's smaller, it's got stabilization, and generally I don't really need that f2.8. This thing is a very, very nice lens, well built. It's been dinged up a little bit, but it's nice and trusty. It's got a great build quality. I just really like it. It's probably my favorite lens. I think I'm gonna make a full video on this lens specifically. And the GorillaPod. I actually don't usually take this with me anymore. I used to use this when I filmed every vlog because I saw Casey Neistat do it, and I guess I just assumed that I had to have one of these. But generally, I think I'm able to make it work without this. So I'll take it around occasionally if I know I'm gonna need it to shoot a time lapse somewhere where I can't set my camera down. But in general, I don't take this with me because it's too bulky. Instead, I normally use this Manfrotto little travel tripod. It's not that good, but you know, it screws in, it gives me a little more stability when I'm vlogging. I like it just because it's small and you can easily take it off and put it in the bag, put it in a pocket. It's not really going to get in your way too much. The only negative with this is you can't really put it on surfaces that aren't able to put something like this. So with that one, you can like wrap it around a pole or something. This one, you do kind of need a semi-flat surface or the ground. So everybody's favorite, batteries. I take 2 extra Sony Z batteries, and really, generally, unless it's a very long trip, I don't even really need to recharge these. I do bring a charger, but if I know that I'm not gonna go through them, I won't really charge them until I get home. These batteries are great. They'll last pretty much the whole day if I'm vlogging and making personal content like a vlog. So love it. You don't need that many. They're making third-party ones now that are really inexpensive, so that's pretty nice. I generally only take one other lens with me, and that is my new SLR Magic 35mm f1.2. So I take this lens because everybody loves some cinematic, shallow depth of field footage, and this is really the best way to get that for me in a small package. So I can just kind of pop this on my camera when things slow down, and I can be methodical and capture all of those details in a really cinematic way. It's great for low light stuff as well because of that f1.2, lets in a ton of light. I really, really love this lens. You should watch my review on it. It's built really well. It's metal. It is so heavy. It's heavier than that 16-35 Zeiss, even though it's like half the size. So this thing is built like a tank. And then I always have my Sony stabilization settings set to the default of 35mm, so I can just put this on the camera and it'll already know what focal length it's using. So these are the only two lenses I'm rolling with, and it'll fit perfectly in the little bag. So I literally opened a package today that had this new ND filter in it, and early results say that I love this ND filter. I don't generally use ND filters with the 16-35 just because it gets a little bit too complicated trying to live my life and then also worry about ND filters and stuff like that. So when I use this, it's when it is one of those more methodical, slow down type of things. And so I need some of these. These are step-up rings, so this will allow me to mount this filter to the smaller lens. So generally, I'll use this filter with the SLR Magic 35mm. It'll allow me to get that shallow depth of field when we're out in the daytime. It's the largest filter you can buy, 82mm, so you never have to worry about it not fitting on the camera, you just need the step-up rings. Whoa, hey there! Okay, so this is the Aperture MX. It's a small LED light. I like to take this with me because it's very small. It's a USB battery charged light. I love this thing just because it's so small. You can take it and you can travel with it, and it's pretty bright. So it's also got this booster mode. So let me see. So here it is. This is max output. Then, bam, we can get the booster mode for like a minute. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I also have this custom-made, handmade gel kit that I cut out and I zip tied so that I can have little creative colors with me if I indeed need something like that. So that's super nice. You can just get a little bit more creative with these. Okay, so next is the drone, and as you know, I use the DJI Mavic Air. Oh, and it's custom made with a sticker for my business. How neat. I love this drone for travel because it comes with this tiny case and it can just clip right onto that leather bag. So it's not taking up any space inside of my bag. The remote is also super small because the thumbsticks are able to be removed. So I love this drone. The quality isn't perfect for it, but I think that all things considered, it's a great drone to travel with, and it's generally in my bag when we go out. So finally, we have the 3-axis gimbal. This is old now. This is the Zhiyun Crane. I'm actually going to be upgrading to the Ronin S very soon, but generally, I take the gimbal with me and end up not using it, so it's almost something I was hesitant to include in this video. The only reason I'm including it is because I'm upgrading to the Ronin S. Maybe I'll be using it more with that one. This one, right now, I just find that when we're traveling, if I just use the 16-35 with the stabilization, I can get enough motion to make it work for a vlog, but in the future, maybe that would be cool. I generally just don't like, this thing is kind of heavy, and the Ronin S is only going to be heavier, and it just takes up so much space in a bag. You can't really put anything with it because it's so edgy and it'll scratch stuff up. So generally, this isn't really something I take, and if I do take it, I rarely use it. So a few of you were wondering how I got those underwater shots in the birthday film in Austin. I was using this Leica pack. It is a underwater thing for your camera. It was like $60. I would highly recommend this. Just be very gentle with it because I have heard that while it does keep your camera dry, it's not the most durable. The other thing is my camera started to overheat inside of this because of the plastic. I guess just the heat kind of was stuck inside here. But it worked well, no leaks. I just would really be gentle with this thing and use it sparingly underwater. Just be very careful when you're putting any $2,000 camera underwater, no matter how it is. Finally, I take these wireless Jabra headphones. They're very small, they're very sleek and stylish. They're very comfortable. Now I can't hear anything. They're not that noise canceling, but they are a little bit. It's great for editing on the plane, editing at an airport, editing at a Starbucks while you're traveling. I really like them, great for travel. I prefer these to something like AirPods because I generally want to protect my hearing a little bit. I don't really like sticking things inside of my ear. It's not as good for your hearing. And as professionals in the media world, we always need to be making sure we take care of our eyes and ears. It's very important. And finally, we have the MacBook Pro. I always have this thing with me. I'm using it to record audio right now, but this thing is great to travel with, obviously. It makes me wish that I had it even earlier because I love just being able to dump footage at the end of the day and just play with the color grade or getting clips out to Instagram so I can do a little bit of an edit while I'm out and about. Some people prefer to wait till they're home and then edit everything. Me, I'm very in the moment. I shoot things and I get really excited and I immediately want to edit them. So that's why I take that. So anyways, that is it. That's the gear that I take with me when I travel. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Also, check out my kit. I think all of this is linked below in my kit. Those are affiliate links. It supports the channel. So let me know. I know these what's in my bag type videos are so cliche at this point, but I do get a lot of questions, so I wanted to make this video to answer some of those questions. Let me know if you'd like to see a full review of any of the gear mentioned here, and I'll see you next time.